Hello everyone, how are you all? I think you all are fine and safe inside your home. I am Rasmiranjan Das, working as TGT science teacher in Odisha Adarsa Vidyalaya, Jujumura, Sambalpur. I will teach you a very common topic, that is you are used to with this. Whenever you are inside the home or you are moving outside the home, you came in contact with this, that is called sound. As for our easy to understand and easier teaching learning process, we will divide the whole chapter into 5 small topics which will be covered in the 5 classes or 5 videos. Okay, so the first one we will learn about how sound is produced, how vibrational movement will be helpful for the production of sound, how it works, how the musical instrument produces the so melodious sound. That will be learned in the first class. In the second class, as we are saying something or we are producing sound, we learn what is the mechanism behind the production of sound, how vocal cord will work, and how it is produced inside our body will be learned in the second class. In the third class, as we are producing the sound, we are hearing it also. So how the hearing mechanism occur, how it is produced, how the produced sound is heard by us will be learned in the third class. That will be the known as the hearing mechanism. In the fourth class, we learn about the different components of the vibrational motion, about the frequency, pitch, hertz, amplitude. That will be learned in the fourth class. And in the final class, we learn the most important topic, what makes the normal sound into a noise and what makes it into the melodious music. What is difference between the different type of voice? How your sound is different from my voice? That will be learned in the final class. Beside this, in the final class, we learn about the noise pollution. It is a very difficult problem for the human civilization. Noise pollution, how the human have to get rid of this noise pollution will be learned in the final class. Everyone, this is our first video on sound. We all know what is sound. Whenever you are in the home or outside the home, playing, watching cricket or anything else you are doing, you are listening some sounds or you are making some sounds. So what is this sound? How it is produced will be discussed in this class. So subtopic of that, vibrational motion, the oscillation, the difference between vibration and oscillation. Living beings as well as the non-living beings are producing variety of sounds. Why they are different from one another? Is the voice of each and every person of us is different? Why it is different? Why the male persons have different voice as the female persons? These things will be learned in this class. So first of all, we have to know that sound is produced by vibrational motion. Whenever there is a vibrational motion, sound will produce. The vibration motion is present, but and some cannot be felt by us. The vibrational motion, whose amplitude is more, will be felt by us, while the vibrational motion, whose amplitude is less, cannot be felt by us. This is the reason behind some vibration are felt to us and some are not. Okay. So what is vibrational motion? The vibration is the to and fro movement of a or back or forth movement of a object. Whenever a object is there, whether it is moving in the to and fro motion or in the forth or back motion, it's called oscillation. And when the frequency of this oscillation is more, it is called your vibration. Okay, oscillation is what? Oscillation is the moment, similar type like vibration. Oscillation is also to and fro movement. You can see here a doll is present attached with the string. It is moving from left to right, left to right. You can see this. It is moving from left, then into center, then into right, then into center. This is called your oscillation. But when the frequency means what? The number of oscillation, the number of to and fro movement in 1 second is called frequency. Whenever the frequency is more, it is called vibration. And vibrational motion will allow us to produce sound. Inside our body, vocal cord is vibrating, as a result of which we are producing sound. The male voice are different and female voice are different because the size of their vocal cords are different and they are pharynx, larynx, and their windpipe different from one another. So they are producing different sounds of different pitches. Okay, so now let's move to difference between vibration and oscillation. We know that vibration is one type of motion, oscillation is one type of motion. Both are to and fro movement. In case of oscillation, what happens? The object, this is the object, it is moved, it is its mean position. It will move to left from its mean position and then center, then from this. So in the oscillation, the object will move equal distance from the equilibrium position. We have to write it in your copy. Write it now. What is oscillation? Oscillation is the moment. Oscillation is the movement in which object moves equal distance from its mean position, I can draw a diagram of this in the whiteboard. So suppose the green marker is a string and it is attached with a doll, which is your red one. This is the doll. If it is moving towards this and again return back to this position, then moving towards this and again return back to this position, this distance and this distance will be same in case of oscillation, and it is in a specific direction. So this is known as your to and fro motion. Okay, so this is about the vibration, oscillation. The main difference between vibration and oscillation is in their frequency. In the vibration, frequency is more. When the oscillation is more, the frequency will be more, and that will make it different from the oscillatory motion. Then come to sources of sound. In the daily life, we are having different type of sounds. Whether it is striking of the metals with metal like this, it is one metal, it is another metal, it is striking with one another, or whether the striking of metal with a non-metal, or whether a non-metal striking with one another. These all type of striking or collision will result in the formation of sounds. Similarly, in our body, air moves inside the lungs and it again passes from the lungs, which result in the vibration in the vocal cord, and which means it is the production of the different type of sounds inside our mouth. Dogs, tigers, different individuals are forming different type of sounds. So this is the different type of sounds we have learned and we have heard in day-to-day musical instruments at different sounds, like the string of guitar, tabla, flute, all are different from one another. And here we have listed some musical instruments and their vibrating part. In case of veena, we will know that the stretched string will produce the vibrational motion so that the sound will produce. In case of guitar, the stretched string, the stretched string will produce the vibrational motion. In case of flute, air column is there. This is important. Air column is there, which will produce different type of vibrational motion so that the sound can be produced. In case of harmonium also, air column is there. In case of manjara, the metal plates are the vibrating part. And in case of tabla, the stretched membrane will be the vibrating part. In case of male voice, the pitch is lower, but in case of female voice, the pitch is higher. So they are sharp voice, they are producing sharp voice. In the small child, they are producing sharp voice, but when they are become adult, they produce their hard voices because of their low pitches. Okay, end of this video, I will ask you some questions. That questions are as follows. The number one is how oscillation is different from the vibration motion. The second one, how male voice is different from female one. And the third question is, what is the vibrating part of a musical instrument called